Alright, YouTubers, mobs and monsters, this is Bando45 with the TerraFirmaCraft Let's Play. This will be episode 15, and we're using build 77.21. And let's get on with our day. We're still got terraforming going, and the only clay left is the wall. Basically this stuff that's showing there, and that stuff. And we could... Yeah, let's just do that quick. Bed is gone. Get dirt. Wasn't thinking of that. We're good there. I think we're good there all the way. Guess this went a little further than I thought. There we go. All the clay is gone. So harvesting clay is done. We've got a bronze anvil, so we're beyond that. And the terraforming project is still to do. And we'll leave that. And we'll go do some of this project. And what I'll probably do is not comment as I'm digging away, and in the editing process just speed that up, so that you guys don't have to be bored with it for longer than necessary. The other option is to just pause recording again like I did before. And then just come back when I've made progress and show you the progress made. But yeah, actually I'll do that. I'll pause recording here. I'll start recording again when I've kind of burned out on it. We are hitting rock already, so we'll get to the point where we're doing stuff with rock, and I'll start up there at that point. Show you what we'll do. I don't think I've shown you the use of the chisel yet, and so we'll make use of that. And I will see you guys in a bit. It will be a moment for you. It will be a while for me. I'll probably sleep a couple times to get through the night yet. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright guys, I am back. We got 2 vessels filled with dirt, plus more than half of a chest. And that bit is done. The shovel has still some durability on it, but we're down to where it's just rock left in this corner. Alright, and next things to do, let's see. I left that stuff there. It's gonna stay there for now. When I've processed enough leather that the barrels are basically empty, there's no lime water or water or tannin left, then I'll pick them up and move them and set them where I want them to be. This is temporarily thrown here. It's kind of out of the way. One thing I will do is grab a little bit of this dirt, and where this grass is, pop out, leaving an opening, because I want to be able to make the water channel again as source water. Oh, didn't need to go that far. Well, whatever. If we're going out that far on that one, we'll go one there too. But I want to start getting some dirt, some grass growing out on the dirt in this direction. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to start these gardens, but if we can get a head start on propagating the grass, that'll be a plus. Alright. And in fact, let's just grab a little bit more and do a let's do a fourth. Two, three, four. Give myself the same kind of thing. We'll make it so it's easier to get across this thing. How about that? Whoops. Over eager jumping across there. Whoops. So this is essentially the only way you can have a water source block sitting in the middle of a garden, is to first get water everywhere and then fill in the dirt around the block you want. At least not, at least until later game, when you can have a red steel bucket, which, man, that's a long way away. This is 4 wide, right? Yep. But doing this comb-like thing, it allows me to recreate the water passage all the way across if I need to, by just digging out these ones, because since there's a source block on either side, this one will become a source block, and the same for each. So this is how you fix it so that you can very easily get your water passage going all the way across again if you have to adjust things. But we'll leave it at that. Dump that off. Alright, stone. Oh. For the stone demonstration, we're also going to show you the chisel. I don't think I've shown you anything with this chisel yet. Have I? I don't think I have. No other hammer molds. I'm gonna leave that. I'll make one. That's stone. It'll do the job. Alright, this chisel has multiple uses and multiple styles of use. First, let's get a hammer. Hammers do too. I think you saw me use a hammer to make the flux from the from the flux capable stone. Seems like it's getting dark. Yeah. Get a drink. And go fix that issue right away. And then we'll talk about this stuff in the dark. Now that didn't need to stay there like that. Yeah, we could put dirt there. Ah, yeah. Ah! Oh no! Alright. My house is flooded. My bed's gonna be wet. Oh no. Ah, this is gonna be problematic. Alright, temporarily. Alright, I'm going to leave that too wide because I don't want to put straw up for the whole wall. If I leave it dirt, if I dig this, the dirt's going to collapse out. Which was how we ended up with our flood. Do that. Sorry guys, it's taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. Alright. This should go. It's going to collapse again. Isn't it? Nope. Okay. Does that give us the access we need here? Not quite. Yeah. Ow. All right. What a pain. All right. Get this stuff cleaned up. Back to normal. I lost a torch or two. So, a torch there, a torch there, and we're good. All right. All right. The hammer you saw me use to crush the dolomite rock into the flux powder. There's a few other mineral type things that you can find as you're mining that also get crushed into powder with a hammer, and they're useful. One of the things that we need to progress past bronze is a crucible, which needs fire clay, which is made from clay and two other things, I believe. I haven't researched that yet because I'm not at that point, and I've never been to that point. And other than a recent kick with TerraFirmaCraft, previous things I've done with TerraFirmaCraft were earlier builds of TerraFirmaCraft, which didn't have that whole crucible thing going on. It actually didn't even have all these ceramic mold things going on, and your starter tools were tin, zinc, or bismuth, tier 0 metals. So quite a bit has changed with build. I forget what build number. Probably with build 77 is when it first started. 77.0. And then there was a lot of bug fixes to progression of 0.1, 0.2 site type stuff to fix things. So anyway, the hammer can be used to crush things, as well as a tool in the anvil, and as well as a tool that's necessary to make use of one of the features of the chisel, which I will show you in daylight. So yeah, let's sleep. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. And it's daylight, and there's a zombie on the screen. Okay. The chisel. First of all, the chisel can be used. I think it's shapeless. Yeah, it doesn't matter where it is. But it can be used to make brick from any small rocks. And then with mortar, which requires flux to make mortar, so that's why flux was kind of important. But with mortar in the crafting table, the 3x3 crafting grid, you can then make your brick blocks, because those are just individual bricks from that. But we're not going to be messing with making brick blocks for our house here. Maybe I'll use some. No, I won't use Adobe in it. I might make a gardening shack over by that other garden with Adobe just to see what it looks like as a house. I used a little bit on one of the mining shacks, but essentially I dug into the ground first, into the hillside first, and I just faced it, and I think I thatched it at the top. Anyway, you've seen me get natural stone before, but this is just crying and begging for natural stone, so we'll do that first. Check it out the middle, take out the bottom, and boom, we end up with a natural stone because we removed all connecting rocks that were connected by a face. That's a face, not by an edge, which would be that thing right there. But the thing of the chisel is, the chisel has modes, kind of like the hoe has modes, and it uses the same mode changing key. This is a smooth stone mode. This is a stair step mode. This is a slab mode. And this is a detail work mode where you can take out micro blocks. So if you consider each of these blocks is made up of 8 by 8 by 8 micro blocks, you can take out micro blocks. You can't take them out from the inside. You have to be able to see them, get a line of sight on it to do it. However, we can't do any of that without having a hammer in our quick bar as well. So now that the hammer is in our quick bar, we can do smooth stone here, and I'm going to try to do this in a way that makes use of stuff. So smooth stone, right click with the chisel when it's in smooth stone mode. Now if I dig that up, I have a smooth stone block. And for building material, this is pretty good. Partly because if I chew away the rock, I might get a couple of stones, but I hardly ever, I think it's fairly rare that I'll get 4 stones, which is required to make cobblestone. You need 4 stones to make cobblestone, so I don't get a cobblestone from a whole block. I have to chew a few of them to get cobblestone block. Whereas 1 natural stone will make 1 smooth stone, which is a building block. And then it's a better building block because it defies gravity, as demonstrated. And not only does it defy gravity, I believe that digging it does not cause a collapse, unless it's like a stack of dirt above it, in which case the stack of dirt will come down. And the process of the stack of dirt coming down might cause other collapses. But it will also hold up. So if we were to get all this rock out of here and work our way under, if we made our ceiling out of something like smooth stone, then we don't have to worry about a collapse happening in there at any time if the whole ceiling is covered with that, because it holds all of it up. Alright, I believe that to be true. I haven't yet found anything that changes that, or that makes me believe that that's not true. So again, smooth stone, can get it out, and this will also pop out the natural stone. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do for a lot of the removal of this, is harvest smooth stone and natural stone as I go. And I probably won't be getting any more stuff that makes cobble or can be turned into brick through the process. But I will demonstrate something else here for you with the chisel, the modes. This is the stair step mode if it's in stair step mode, and if I have a hammer in the quick bar as well. With the chisel selected, right click, and we get a stair step. This works not just on stone. It'll work on the smooth stone, it'll work on natural stone, it'll work on cobblestone, it'll work on the plank cubes. It will not work on dirt. It will not work on sand. It will not work on glass. But it will work on all of the stones, even when you make bricks with mortar. The brick blocks, it'll work on those too, to make stairs. However, you can then not tear up the stair and take it with you. It basically makes it a block that's permanent, and when you remove it, it's gone. The same thing happens with slab mode. First though, let me get this other, be economical with my usage here. Alright, I'm going to probably clear out this whole row, as I'm not going to get any natural stone out of this whole line. So we'll do another. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Okay, so slab mode is that, and this is how you get your slabs. If you wanted to do slabs as for a ceiling, and this will work again on stone and on the wood blocks, and not the logs. I don't think you can do stairs out of logs either, and not dirt, and not sand. Oops, that was two. That's one of those where the right mouse button got sampled twice. But that would be half. It's basically 8 layers. That would be half. And so that's a smoother step. Okay, if I do it one more, it's no longer a step. Alright, but I can make a much smoother progression of steps. I don't know if you've noticed it, but when you have actual steps in a line, so like you're elevating, 4 or 5 blocks with steps, if you're running, if you're sprinting, that stops the sprint. You can't sprint up them, but you can sprint up this kind of thing. So it's like the 4 high step stops a sprint, but things less than that do not. But again, when you do this, it changes it. It's now, when it goes gray like that, it's going to be one of those things that just disappears when you break it. Let me go back to chisel mode real quick. And slab mode. Take that out. Okay, this is going to be a lot easier if I rearrange. Alright. Okay. We'll get rid of that one, and then I'll demonstrate a little bit more about the slab mode. We slabbed this down twice from the top, but we can also slab it from the side. We can slab it from this side. So doing this, you can make some interesting stuff. And you can actually slab it all the way until it's gone. Boom. Alright. So, demonstration of interesting stuff. Slabs, or smooth stone. Get rid of that. Alright, let's say you wanted to make a stone pillar. There we go. Stone pillar coming up. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright? And we haven't been... maybe in the sphalerite mine, when we went into that cavern, crevice that was underground, there might have been some stalagmite type things in there, but this is essentially how those are made. It's a stack of gradually getting smaller columns like this. And real quick, I will demonstrate detail mode. Alright, on a fresh clean block, with detail mode selected, you have to right click on it once to make it. Wow, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, something's broken there, because it's not supposed to make the block disappear. Yeah, this is weird. It's making an invisible block. Try it here. Yeah, it just made it invisible. Bummer. Let's try it with one of these. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to log out and log in before I can demonstrate that. Alright. Bummer. It's dark. And episode is probably long enough at this point, so I'm going to end the episode here, go to sleep, come back, and we'll start a new episode. And in the process here, I'll log out and log back in and see if the game loads up with that problem gone. So, like it if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, but please also comment and let me know why. And subscribe if you're so inclined and want to follow along with future episodes and stuff and be informed of that. And I will catch you guys all later. Take care, guys.